I'll let you set up that one. All right, we are live. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right.
Hi, great peoples.
The video on. Hey everybody, how you doing? Just give us 1 second. We're getting signed in on Instagram.
Yes, give us.
That's weird. There's normally right there, right?
Yeah.
Just leave it. Just we're trying to see if so we go this way.
It's not gonna be that way.
You might have to just exit out and go back in. Yeah.
Sorry guys. Talk to the people.
So, what do you call it? That's troubleshooting 101. How many of you just shut something down or exit out all the way and then come back in? That's how you normally fix stuff. In my book. So.
Yes, business 101.
There we go. Uncle in the house. Uncle Kev, what's going on?
I look real close right now.
Hope you staying safe in these quarantine streets. Good to see you, Unc. Thanks for joining us as usual. We're gonna get started in just 1 second here. We're just getting signed on Instagram.
Yes. Great evening.
Man, that's my uncle, man. Held me down my whole life, man. I appreciate this guy. Big time. So yeah, how's the week going, everybody? We are here again, and this is week 2 in the new version of the world, which is, this post-COVID-19, what else you want to call it, Corona, right? All of the different names for it. But we are safe. We have been at home. Our kids have been here.
Right.
Any of you tuned in yesterday, you see we had a little fun yesterday.
Oh yeah, our TikTok video.
Did a little TikTok, trying to be relevant in these streets, in these quarantine streets, But it was fun. It was fun. It was really good. What's up?
Hey, Grandma.
Hey, Grandma.
Grandma on the live tonight.
Yeah, what's up, cuz? Cousin Chico in the building. What's up,
I was like, cuz the grandma. It's like, whoa.
Wow, no, never that. Always respect. Always respect, Grandma. So we were just having some fun yesterday. We're doing a challenge with shout out to our mentor Ronnie B.
Yes.
She's doing a challenge right
Ronnie.
now for just being social, right? Just having different posts, and one of them was a TikTok video. So we've been seeing the hype about the TikTok situation. So we finally got into it and we had fun.
We did. We thought it was going to take longer than expected because our youngest one,
Hey, she got the skills.
She has rhythm, but building up her confidence.
Yeah. So the story behind that, since she's been able to talk, she just does not like to dance in front of Daddy. I don't know what it is. I mean, I know what it is, but it's just interesting that she'll do certain things in front of Mom, but when she gets in front of me, she just doesn't want to show all her talents. So I had a nice talk with her yesterday. And, just kind of encouraged her that, listen, you're Daddy's baby. Like, no matter what you do, I'm just going to think it's the best thing on earth. And she finally listened to me. And
right.
As you can see, she stepped up. And I'm just super proud. So that was my, highlight from yesterday. Definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, intro was there. I was talking to the people, like you said.
You're right. Well, great evening, everybody. Happy Tuesday. We hope, you all have been trying to have better than ever days since we're, the majority of us have to remain indoors right now in the season.
Yep.
Declaring it's a quick season. As quickly as it came, we're declaring it quickly goes away.
Right.
In Jesus' name, that's our confession.
And we're keeping it positive in this season,
That's right.
It's a lot going on,
that's
but
right. We speak what we want to say, what we want to see.
We want to see, yeah.
So, but nonetheless, thank you all for joining on our live tonight. So we ask before we get started, go ahead, like this video, comment as we're going through our topic tonight, and also share with your friends and family because there might be others who could be, can benefit from this information tonight.
Yeah, so we're going to share some really, really helpful and information that you can apply right away. So definitely, if you take some time right now, share it. You got the watch party situation you can do.
Yeah, start a watch party with the brain again.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Come chill with the crew.
Get a little popcorn, you know.
Yeah.
A little Coke. I love a
because we're gonna show some good stuff, especially some things you can do to.
I said with a little Coke on the side.
Okay, we know you like the Coke. Okay, we know you like the Coke. Okay, and Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Not,
yeah. You're talking about Coca-Cola.
Crackers whack.
I like Coca-Cola with my popcorn, you know. It's my thing. When we go to the movies, I always get popcorn and a Coke, okay?
Yes, her own Coke. I can't share with you.
Oh, no.
You know, I tried for years. She just won't share with you.
No.
It's another story.
Anyway, I feel
what was I saying? Yeah, watch party, right? You know, there's some really, really good information we're going to share. You know, being in this industry, a lot of times we assume that people know about these tools. And the reality is they don't. So we're going to share with them. We'll also be doing some trainings in the future on how to use a lot of these. We'll delve into details on just how to use them and capitalize off of them. But yeah, you know, definitely watch party, share it. And
thank you, Chico, with the popcorn and the drink.
Okay, you ready? Okay, man. I'm gonna drop some knowledge, man. Hopefully, you can use it, man. So
yeah.
Go ahead. What are we talking about?
So tonight we're going to be talking about tools that will help you and your business while everybody's home. So tools that can be beneficial to you while you're at home.
Yes, and for a lot of us who have, you know, an entrepreneur endeavor, desire is what I'm trying to say. You know, most of the things that you might have been doing could have been very much outside of the house, right? It could have, you could have been, I don't know, so many different businesses we could get into, but maybe your business was outside of the house, right? So here's some things that you can really start to do to think about the online portion of your business, right? To have that online focus so that you can, you know, build your business while you're at home, right? Because right now we're having to face the reality of, you know, not being able to be out and about and be around people, and what that means to us in our careers, what that means to us in our own businesses that we own, and what that means in the content that we create, right? Because we're always talking to three individuals. While we're talking to the entrepreneur, business owner, right? Kind of the same person, right? We're always talking to a content creator, right? Someone who may not necessarily have an organized business, but you might write music, you might write books or whatever have you. You know, you're just a creative, right? And then we're talking to someone who is kind of in between, right? You're getting started. You may have a business you don't even know it yet, right? So for all of you, you know, we all are being impacted by the situation differently, and we want to just equip you with some tools to take a. I keep trying to not use the word take advantage, to capitalize. Maybe it's the same thing, but you know, really, you know, just to
be effective and efficient while you're at home.
Well, see, that's why I deal with you.
You know,
you help me with the words.
You better have, you know.
You are. Yeah. You are. No doubt on that. So, all right. So we got a couple of points. So let's dig into it. So tools you can use to grow your
online business.
Before you
go, yes, grandma, just like a grandma, I like my Coke and popcorn. Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. So okay, we got Dr.
Sanders, yes.
Okay, Dr. Sanders. Okay,
thank you, family.
Okay,
Thank you.
So here we go. We're gonna dive into it. So here are some tools you can use right now to continue to grow your business, expand your business, and if you already have a business that's thriving, this is to start to plant deeper, more efficient, more effective roots online, right? Because there's always the live version of your business, you know, which you go out into the world, then there's the online version, right? And whether you're a church or you're a content creator, you can find yourself in both of those boats, right?
And I also want to say, like, and you might not be started in your business just yet, but if you also are in corporate America, working a 9 to 5, these tools can be beneficial as well. So,
matter of fact, a lot of you, when we go through them, if you're in corporate America, you might already be using them, right? So, without further ado, let's dive into the tools.
Go to number 1.
First Slack. So Slack. All right, Slack. If you haven't heard of Slack, Slack is a communications tool. And what we'll do, because we understand that a lot of these things, while we're saying it, if you haven't heard of it, you may not be able to reference it, right? So what we'll do is do a post after this.
Right.
I'm kind of telling
Tasking me.
asking her to do this after the meeting, but yeah, so we'll have a post with the links of the different things you can use that we're talking about. Okay, so first one is Slack. Slack is a communication tool that is extremely effective for when you're building a team, when you or if you want a means of communicating with not potential clients, but clients that you've already got to sign a contract, whatever have you. It's a great communication tool that in my opinion, replaces email. Now, in my world, I have Slack set up. We have Slack set up for the Branding Geeks. We have, and within that, it's this tool. Just imagine a text messaging tool. Let's just use that as an example. And in there, you can set up individual channels where you can have individual conversations about whatever you're dealing with. So let's take the Branding Geeks as a whole. Within our Slack channel or our Slack workspace is the overall name of it, right? Within our workspace, we can have a channel for marketing, a channel for accounting, a channel for sales, right? So it's a way to compartmentalize conversations so that when you go and look for when you want to have a dedicated conversation about that particular subject,
something specific,
you can have it there, but it all lives on the same workspace. Right. So it's just a way to ultra organize. That's what I was trying to say. It's a way to ultra organize your conversations and your communications with your team. But then also, if you get paid version of it, they have the ability where you can add clients to specific channels where they'll only see one channel and you can have conversations with them in that channel. So for instance, for us, we have those channels we talked about, but we also have some client channels where I can jump on that channel. If I'm working with a client on a website, we're going to be with that client for anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. So in that 4 to 6 weeks, now we can have communications that's not back and forth in email. We're not losing files, and is it in the 5th or 6th email? You're trying to figure out where in the conversation you attach something, right? It's one stream of conversation, very similar to your text message feed, and you're able to share documents. You're able to pictures, have conversation, right? Even has the ability to jump on video calls and everything. So.
And I was going to say as well, in addition to us having it for the Branding Geeks, we also use it for our household. So we have our own household has a Slack channel. So we have a bills under our Gums Slack channel. We have one for bills. So every time a bill is paid, we slide it in. I get a notification. He gets a notification once a bill has been paid. Efficiency. So we know, we have one for, other household items like groceries and then other
furniture ideas, right?
Yeah, furniture ideas or anything you want to buy for the house. Yeah. We have that in there. So it's a very good organizational tool.
Yeah, and the reason we started with
communication tool.
Yeah, the reason we started with that is because it's a great way to that's what you want to start with, right? You want to start with getting your communication right. If you got that communication down pat, then it allows you to build from there, okay? So Slack, if you haven't heard about it, like I said, we're going to have a full list with the links to all of these different tools, but it's a great tool. Next, you know what? I didn't add this to the list. Do video calls where you can share your screen right out of it, which is an all-inclusive tool, right? However, Zoom is more popular for the video chat, the video conferencing, right? So think about Skype, right? That's the familiar one. They're the first to do it, but they have it, just like a Blockbusters or Circuit City. They didn't evolve with the changing market. So Zoom came in and took a lot of their market, and they made the process of just getting to a Zoom call I call it a Zoom call. They made the process of getting to a video call a lot simpler than Skype, right? Skype, you got to create an account, you got to chat, you got to do all these different things. There's a bunch of steps in between. So
Zoom, you could just send a link to all the participants in there. You can see everybody that's on the meeting or call, whatever you're having on there, and it's just great features.
It's a highly effective tool because the thing about Zoom is it's great. I mean, especially churches, right? This is something that, a church can use to benefit, where they are used to having in-person services, whether it be the main services or whether it be like the auxiliary services, right? You got singles ministry, you got all these different ministries. So with Zoom is very powerful in providing you the ability to have multiple people connect to the same link, right? But while everyone's in that link, you can see everyone's face. You have the moderator has the ability to mute all the channels or unmute individuals one by one. So now you have the ability, if this is a meeting, a sales call, or if this is a church type situation, you have the ability to interact with people, do some back and forth, have people speak at one person at a time. So it's just a really powerful tool that meets the entrepreneur, the church, any type of business. Yeah, right. A lot of times it's a great tool for.
I wouldn't say home for Zoom.
Well, use this as an example, right? Let's say, well, no, because you use FaceTime.
Yeah,
so never mind.
Never mind.
But
I'm thinking I was still on Slack in my head.
But I mean, a person had to use it. It's video conferencing, right? So what's a good use case for it? When you have a family member who doesn't have the same phone as you have.
Oh, an iPhone.
Right. You don't have to say it like that. But
that's why we have to resort to other avenues.
Yeah, I got some family members who have Androids, right?
No shade.
So we try to do Google Hangouts, and sometimes it doesn't work, but Zoom it always works. Right?
Yes.
So
like Felicia said, if you have different phones, she said my family. Yes.
Yeah. All my family got Androids. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, so Zoom is really powerful. For instance, for us, we do all of our sales calls on there. We do our discovery calls on there as well. It's a really great way to connect with the client because they've reached out to you because they want to use you for your services. So for us, they're coming for logos, coming for websites or any type of branding package, right? When they schedule on our website, when they schedule a meeting with us, they're surprised to get a link that they connect to and they're actually able to see us. So the first thing that always happens when they get on, they're like, oh, this is so cool. I can actually see you and meet with you like it's in person.
You're a real person.
Yeah, and that's what we want, right? You want that touch. You want that human interaction. And in these quarantine streets, this is the next best thing, right? So, so it's very powerful. You want to use Zoom to connect with your clients for discovery calls, for sales calls, for strategy calls. Now that you have them as a client, you may want to, what's the thing you can do? You might want to, upsell them, right? Or give them more value. So you use a Zoom call to do that. Okay?
Right.
Next, Canva. Canva is the creative, it's the designer who doesn't have as much time. It's the entrepreneur.
If you're a non-designer,
right,
and you just need to get some content out there, this is an easy tool for you to use.
This is your go-to tool. Yeah. It's the free version of this tool. You can get 80% of everything you need done for it. The paid version just gives you some more features, but it's a free tool that allows you to create some really fresh social media graphics, right? And they have, when I say hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of templates that allow you to, like I said, to utilize the template and make something that, maybe you're not a designer, maybe you don't have the eye, but you're like, you know what? I want to advertise this new webinar I have coming up, or I might be doing. I just heard about this thing today from a teammate. They're going to an event that's called a couch conference, and I was like, oh, that's super cool, right?
From the couch.
Yeah, right. And it's just everybody at the house, right? It's nothing fancy, but it just sounds cool, right? So if you're advertising any of these, another friend of ours, she's going to be doing a virtual, what do you call it, vision board.
Oh yeah, vision board party.
Yeah, one of the CEO girls.
Oh yeah.
Girl CEO.
Yeah.
Members. So there's so many creative ways you can start to have these virtual events, right? So Canva is going to be really powerful because you can get in there, and now the design is already done for you. So all you really have to do is plug in the content.
I would say plug and play.
And you're good to go. It spits out a PDF format, PNG, which is you probably won't really need that one, but the JPEG version, and those come in a small file size, so you can upload them on your different social media platforms. So Canva is really powerful. That's going to help you to get some professional looking graphics when you may not have the funds to hire a graphic designer. Okay. Asana. Asana is another powerful productivity tool. Now, we're probably going to have a whole nother live on this one alone because we want to start to get into some methodologies on how you can be more efficient with the way that you organize your projects, right? So one of those, there's two methodologies that we won't get into today because it is, like I said, it's its own live, but one is called Scrum and the other one is called Kanban. They're very similar, but these methodologies will literally change your life.
The way you do work.
Yes. I mean, I swear by it. I don't do anything from a business standpoint, from a structure standpoint. I don't do anything else unless I approach it from this mindset. But I'll say this much. Canva is a very, very powerful tool because it can be molded to fit any methodology. And methodology is just a way that you, or a process for which you approach.
You said Canva, or you talking about Asana?
I'm on Asana.
You said Canva.
I said Canva. Oh, my bad, y'all. Asana. Sorry. I'm getting. You see, I'm geeking out, right? I'm full geek mode right now. But Asana, excuse me. Asana is a productivity tool that is. It can be molded to fit any methodology, any process that you've put in place for delivering your products to your clients. So it could be your products, it could be your services. It's just the way you approach it, and you can use it to communicate, which I don't recommend. I think we talked about Slack earlier. Slack is really good for all your communication because the good thing about Slack is with everyone. It integrates with but a lot of these other tools we're talking about. So it integrates with Asana, it integrates with PayPal and these other things. So I'll touch on that more. I gotta get going.
And I was basically gonna say, just to like make it easier if they still not understanding it, basically Asana takes your like concept all the way to completion.
Yeah, and what you're able to do is create these cards, right? So you're like, okay, here's the task. You're able to put all the details in the task, and you have that task. You can add team members to it. You can assign them different parts of the task, and then you can just track the task as you work on it. And once you finish it, you mark it done, and it's almost like it's your virtual to-do list.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, so we'll talk more about that later.
Yeah.
PayPal, right? So PayPal is a lot of you may have heard of it because you probably bought some online, and that was a way that you can check out.
Yeah.
PayPal is really good entry level, and even as you expand in your business, tool for collecting payments. You can use that as a way to invoice clients, which we do with the Branding Geeks. We still invoice our clients with PayPal, and it's a really cool tool. You can set up a business account, and it gives you ability to, let's say for us, we provide websites, right? So we spell out whatever the terms are in that website, and then for that website, and then we create the invoice and we send it to the client. Now the client has the opportunity to pay one of two ways. Since PayPal is so widely used, a lot of people may already have a PayPal account, so they can pay with their PayPal account, or they can use their credit card or debit card. So it's a great way to collect payment.
Real easy.
The first initial, when you first get an account, there's like a waiting period for your first payment, so a lot of people get a little afraid of that. But once you go past that 21-day period, I believe, it's really good. Every time you need to send a payment, clients pay, you get that money right away. Okay? So PayPal is a great tool for collecting payment and sending invoices out. You also, if you have a store, if you have any kind of clothing or whatever your product is, you can have it where it connects. You have a WordPress site, you can have it connect to your PayPal, and then as soon as a person pays, it goes right into your account.
Yep.
Okay.
And speaking of WordPress, you might as well go to WordPress because that's one of the options.
Well, GoDaddy gonna be.
Well, you're right. I just thought about it because you mentioned WordPress. I'm getting into your notes.
Yeah, my notes. So GoDaddy, and she's right. It's a natural transition to go into WordPress, but in order for the WordPress to work, you gotta have your hosting.
Gotta have hosting, okay? Or else you won't have no website.
Right. Where's it gonna live? Right. It's think of hosting as that's where you pay your rent for your website itself is your apartment, and the hosting is the apartment complex, right? So
Right.
GoDaddy is your apartment complex for virtual living, okay? And that's the best way to put that. You go there for paying for where your website is actually going to live, the server it lives on, and then you can also get your domain, which is your web address or your virtual street address, right? That's where
Your www dot
Right.
whatever your
Right.
business is.
Right, exactly. So that's going to be a really good place. And the reason I recommend them, they're the most widely used. They have 24-hour customer service, and they just have the resources to support you as you grow in your business. And you know, as you get to a larger level, they have dedicated servers where it could be only your website on that server. So
Right.
they're able to grow with you.
Yeah.
And then that leads me to WordPress, right? So WordPress is what we exclusively use here at the Branding Geeks because it is the platform that allows you to not only build your website but expand it, right? It has plugins and it has all kind of tools that allows you to just build a professional website and continue to grow with it. We also build, we don't do it as often, but we also support Squarespace websites as well. They have a pretty robust platform. They're kind of more integrated with their own plugins and tools. And they don't have as much flexibility as WordPress, but they are still there. But WordPress is definitely the way to go because it allows you to, as you grow, as you scale your business, the WordPress platform can scale with you. Now, one thing we absolutely swear against, okay? And, you know, just a few years ago, we used it because that's what we knew. That's at that level, that's what we knew.
Right.
But please, at all costs, I'm gonna look in the camera. Please, at all costs,
all the avenues. Come on. All.
please avoid Wix.
Yes.
Jesus, Wix is not the will of God for your life. Okay.
Yes.
Wix, I know you might be like, oh man, don't hate on my Wix, man. That's what I can do.
No.
I get it. You want to get your website up and you want to get it quick, but what happens is it's such a headache to scale. Remember, with the branding geeks, we're always thinking about how can we scale, right? We're going to start our business in an effective way, but how can we scale that thing
Right.
as we grow, right? As we take in more clients, as we add on team members, how can we scale? And Wix, unfortunately, while it does solve your right now problem, it doesn't solve your long-term
It's
problem.
not integratable with anything.
No.
It doesn't integrate with anything.
And it does integrate, but at an
Yeah,
entry level type of way. And then the design is very noticeable. Any designer, any person that's in the industry, they're going to notice it right off the bat. They're going to say, oh, this is a Wix site. Okay? So it's kind of one of those things, you get what you pay for, right? And we don't want that for any of you. Any of you who follow us, any of you who connect
We just want the
with us.
best. We want the best.
Yes, so
for your
please
brand.
avoid Wix. Avoid Wix, please.
Yes.
We don't need Wix. No Wix in our world, okay?
Yes.
So go with WordPress, Squarespace. Those are definitely two good platforms. What's up, Ashley? Thanks for joining. Definitely, join those two. Use one of those platforms, but for your hosting, you want to go GoDaddy. If you're going to go with WordPress,
Right.
Squarespace has its own. Did I say Wix? Ooh, I hope I didn't say it. No, don't use Wix. If I said
you
that,
said take it
gotta
back.
watch,
Take it
gotta
back.
watch my mind. No Wix. Stay away from Wix. WordPress or Squarespace.
Yes.
Okay. And I was gonna say Squarespace has its own hosting. It has its own hosting, and you can also purchase domains on there. So that's another story. Now, shifting to the next one, and we're covering a lot tonight, guys.
Right.
So please bear with us.
But we're almost done.
Yeah, we're almost done. So G Suite. G Suite is
Another good tool.
yes, absolutely. G Suite is going to be vital for your emails. Now, the reason we're saying G Suite over, I don't know what Microsoft is doing these days. It's not for me to worry about. But the reason we're saying G Suite over the others is because not only do you get an email, but you also get the tools, the Google set of tools. You got
Right.
Google Docs. You got Google Slides, which is the equivalent to PowerPoint. You
Right.
got Google Sheets, which is the equivalent
Google
to
Drive
Excel,
stuff, yeah.
right? And you got the Google Drive, which is the most important part. This is where you can literally house your entire your drive for all of your files, right? So for us, our process is when we get a new client in, whether they're a potential client or a new client, we immediately create a folder in our Google Drive. The Google Drive is accessible to all of our team members. So we can all get in there, we can pull files out, we can add files, and it's accessible from phone to, Google, Google pretty much besides Apple, they run the technical world, right?
Yeah.
So they make everything ultra accessible.
Right.
And you want to be on a tool that has the most accessibility, which is why we started with Slack, right? You want to build a habit of using tools that connect and are that can integrate with a bunch of different tools, because it just creates your personal ecosystem that you use to get work done. Okay, so G Suite is definitely where you want to go. And here's, for those of you who don't know, this is another surprising question we get with clients. People aren't as familiar with how you get a business email. So most of the time, we're out here doing business where it's like the t-shirt company at gmail.com. Now, to you, you're like, I created my email account. This is where I get my emails. This is my business, right? In the professional world, as you continue to scale up, right? We're talking about scalability. As you continue to grow, you want to have a professional email, right? So you want to have t-shirts at mytshirtbusiness.com, right? So in our case, it's contact us at thebrainandgeeks.com. That's a professional email. That's professionally recognized in the space. When someone is choosing, when we're dealing with brands, we make decisions based off of credibility, right? So when we go to purchase something, if I see someone that has at gmail.com and I see someone that has at thebrainandgeeks.com, I know that this company understands how to, or they've already come to that understanding of how to make that professional leap. Right. Okay? So they've taken the time, they've moved up that next level in the development of their business. So I can trust them.
Right, break it down.
I'm just saying, it's a difference, right? Because Gmail, when I see at gmail.com for your business, it lets me know that you might be just starting out, or you could be done this next week, right? This could be a fad you're on, right? But it's a commitment to pay for email when you don't have to pay for email. Right,
and it brings more credibility, like you said, to your business. So
so we're saying G Suite. When we say G Suite, we're talking about the business G Suite, and you want to get the business G Suite because it's going to give you, like I said, the business email, and also you're going to get all of those tools I talked about that you can use to replace Microsoft Word and PowerPoint and Excel. So, and it worked the same way. So if you have any questions about the G Suite itself, we'll do a whole nother live on that, and of course eventually on that. But if you have any questions, definitely hit us up at contact us at
thebrainandgeeks.com.
Excuse me. Okay, y'all, I promise we're almost done. We got 2 more. So we talked about, and then we'll just wrap it up. So we talked about G Suite. The next one is Pandocs, right? Now, Pandocs is a new one I just learned about. I have been using for the longest time HelloSign, which is a really cool company. But I just found out Pandocs is a little bit. They have a little bit more functionality. It's a little more affordable to get started with them. But Pandocs is really just a tool you can use for invoicing, just like with PayPal. So you can create like custom quotes and invoices that you can send to a potential client for them to purchase. Oh, wow. What's up, my brother?
Hey, Errol.
Hey, man, let's talk after this, man. My brother just had a baby, man.
Congratulations.
Yeah, man. It's really good to see him on here, man. Hey, we got to catch up after this. Been wanting to catch up with this guy for a minute, so I wanted to stop. Yeah, man. Much love, bro. Dude, hit me up. We're going to talk after this. Promise. Wow, man. That makes me happy. All right. What was I saying? Pandocs.
Functionality of it. And that invoices and the signed documents and all that.
Yes. It's really cool for like I said, creating custom quotes and invoices for clients. But then the other thing is for contracts, right? So as you get these new clients, whether you're doing services, this is especially for my service people. Yeah. When you get a new contract, you want a way for them to be able to sign online. You don't want to have to send them a PDF and then they got to print it out and then sign it and then scan it back.
Okay, so we get this contract going. Okay, we want this contract immediately.
So this is a way to send contracts, get them signed, because you want to have documentation. Trust us, we've been through situations where it's a he say, she say. No. There's no documentation, and then now you may
we learn, and that's
right. You may have to give them a refund or whatever have you, right? So to cover yourself, you want to make sure you're getting things in writing. So this is a really cool tool for you. You can create your PDF, the contract the way you want it, put it in this tool, turn it into a PDF where they can actually fill it out and actually sign it.
How you doing all the movements, like they can visually see.
Hey, this
like in a commercial, the cartoon is just doing the.
Well, this the next best thing. What's up, Lauren?
Hey, Lauren.
Good to see you.
And somebody said, "Hey guys, you guys work so well together. Y'all dropping some good nuggets. Thank you." Oh, thank you, Adolpha. Somebody from back from Palm Beach. Appreciate
it. We trying to, man. Especially, like I said, there's a lot of stuff that we use, and we just assume that everyone else knows about it, right?
And they don't. So
yeah. So Pandocs, right? It's a great tool. It's going to allow you to send out those contracts and get those signatures, so that and you'll see it, right? If you're providing services, a client may come and say, "Oh, I never said that."
Line 44 says you signed
right, and your signature right here. So you did say that. You know what I mean? And then what else was it? And then invoices, right? So it's a really cool tool to let you do those things. And since we're talking about contracts, a lot of us, one of the fears we have when we start out is like, I don't know a lot about business. What about contracts? Are these contracts legally binding?
Or a trademark even.
Well, that's okay. We're getting into.
Well, because what you're about to bring up, Dave.
I don't know if you can do that with them, but you might be able to.
I think so.
What we're going to refer to as Rocket Lawyer, right? So we've used Rocket Lawyer in the past. It's a really cool tool for you when you're getting started and you need some legit contracts, but you don't have the money to sit down with a lawyer, So we've used it years ago, and we still use those contracts for the most part, where you can send them a contract, where you can go onto their system and you can search for different contracts that might fit the field that you're in. So for us, websites, right? So it could be like a basic, what do you call it? A basic agreement, standard agreement between you and the other party that you're going to provide XYZ services and they're going to provide XYZ funds, right? So Rocket Lawyer is really good for that. It's it's not super expensive. For affordable price, you can get some really basic contracts that you can use and send out. And if you ever get into a legal situation, those contracts are going to hold up in a court of law. So definitely want to check out Rocket Lawyer. And then Kim was mentioning, you getting trademarked and, getting your LLC and different things like that. We didn't give you a tool, but LegalZoom is one that you can use to get that done. And very similar services, right? They might even have contracts now. We've been using them since we started business about 8 years ago, right? So they're really good with helping you, like I said, filing with your state. If you're in Florida, you can use them. They'll help you file, but they'll help you file all over the country. And then, if you need to get a trademark done or any of those services, they file the paperwork for you. They take care of a lot of that stuff that make you pretty much afraid to approach, right? Because you don't want to get in trouble with the law, right? So that's it.
Right.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot. We've covered a lot. I'm going to do a quick, I'm not going to go into details on it. I'm just going to name them all, right?
That's right.
So we got Slack. Slack is for communication for you and your team and for you and your clients. It can replace email, okay? You still need email, but it's to replace a daily conversation. Canva for your designs and for your social media graphics, brochures,
Facebook covers,
podcast covers, flyers.
For the designer and non-designer.
Yes, really, really powerful tool. Asana for productivity, taking a project from beginning to end, right? And this is really good for my planners, right? So if you want to plan out all of the tasks that are associated with getting the product done, this is the tool you want to use. You can get it all planned out in there, and then you can check it off like a checklist as you get them done, okay? PayPal for taking payments, for sending invoices. So if you have a store, you can connect it to your PayPal account and receive payments right into your PayPal account and transfer that puppy right into your account. And if you want to send invoices to get paid for those of us who provide services, that's how you would do it. You send an invoice, the client pays with their PayPal account or a credit card. Okay? And then you have GoDaddy. GoDaddy is going to be for your hosting, and it's going to be for your domain, right? So your domain is your web address. It's for us, it's the brandinggeeks.com. So it's whatever your website is for the services or the products you offer. And then while you're there, in order to get your website to in order to get your website to live on the internet, you need to host it somewhere. So GoDaddy also provides hosting. Okay. Then as far as building your website, we recommend WordPress. WordPress is going to give you the most scalability and the most flexibility. And then also, if you want an alternative, Squarespace is a good alternative.
Right.
Stay away from Wix. Thank you. And then G Suite. G Suite is going to be for your emails, right? So a lot of us may already have Google emails, G Suite, and you may already have some of the G Suite features. We're talking about the business G Suite. So this is going to be, in our case, it's the Branding Geeks. Contact us at thebrandinggeeks.com. That's your professional email. But then also, this is your online drive for all of your client files, right? You can host all of the content for their whatever it is that you provide for them,
you have different files for each one of your clients.
Yeah, contracts, right?
But
we just talked a lot about contracts, so this is going to be your place to store it.
Right.
Joseph in the building. What's up, brother? Okay, and Pandocs. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, Pandocs. Pandocs is going to be really good for your contracts, getting them signed, right? You send, you can prepare that PDF, you send it out to the client receives it in their email. They can open it up, sign it, send it back to you. Now you have a signed contract. It is literally an amazing experience. And then you have Rocket Lawyer, which is going to be for your contracts, right? So if you're like, hey, I don't know what my contract should include, I don't have money to pay for a lawyer, well, this is going to be your best friend. Rocket Lawyer is going to be an affordable way for you to get some of that done. Now, I didn't mention it, but Zoom was probably mentioned earlier around the conversation of Slack. Zoom is going to be for your video conferencing. So in these coronavirus streets, that's going to be one of your best friends for still continuing your business. Because if you need to meet with clients, you can meet with them virtually through a video conferencing tool.
Right.
You'll be able to share your screen. You'll be able to go over the contract, go over your quote or your presentation, and then go for the sale. Right. Always be closing. Thank you. And then I think and then we talked about LegalZoom. Excuse me.
And Rocket Lawyer.
I did Rocket Lawyer. That was the one for the contracts.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and then LegalZoom would be for your LLC and your
trademarks.
Yeah.
Good job.
I think we had a lot, I tried, but I know it's going to be a lot today, so
I think Uncle Kevin said, can you send me an email list of all those tools, please? And thank you. We sure can. And we will also, once we get off, we'll prepare a list too, and we'll post it on
all
majority, the platform.
The Branding Geek channels, right? So we'll put it in the...
You can have that, as well. And
on the fan page, if you haven't liked our fan page, please do so after this live. And then we'll have it in the fan page as well. So we'll put it everywhere.
Somebody asked, what about Zelle?
Zelle? Errol, tell me. Zelle.
Zelle. I'm not familiar with Zelle.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. Tell me a little bit more about that, bro.
Yeah. Let's see. Tanya says, lots of great info. Thank you both for sharing. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're happy that we could give you some good, valuable content.
Tanya. Oh, yeah. Good to see you. Yeah. Listen, this is what we do.
Yes. Wayne says, can't give you my email address and you sent it to me.
Can I give you? No, can't I
give you my email address?
Yeah, give me your email address. Drop it. Drop your email address if y'all want it.
DM us your email if you want the world to see.
Yes.
And we'll
Thank you, Wayne. That'll be a good way because that way we can continue when we do these lives. We can continue to provide you the content. It'll be a little easier to consume it that way. So. Yes.
Zelle. I think I know he's talking about Zelle, like quick pay. How you quick pay somebody?
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, Zelle. So we were talking about. So that is another way to collect payment as well. Actually, that's the easy way. You got Zelle, and you have what's the other common one you use for a quick? Not quick
Cash
pay.
App.
Cash App.
Oh,
Cash App.
yeah.
Yeah, everyone has, you get, once you create the app, it gives you a Cash App username. So those are also really good ways to receive payments. But keep in mind, as you scale that business up, right?
Especially for tax purposes, you maybe want to make sure you have,
You want to shift into a PayPal type situation, and then when you have a business account, they have the tools as well
to receive business account.
Yeah, a banking business account. Because then, once again, it's all about as you scale that business, right? When you start to deal with corporations, you say, "Hey, cash out me that," and I'm like, "Yeah."
Yes.
Right. So now, but it's really good for as you're getting started. You don't really have the funds.
Right.
Do what you have to do. Right.
Yeah. You don't want to stop everything because you can't do one thing. No. Use the rock you have.
Yeah.
Start there, and then, like Cleet said, scale it up. Then you move on.
It's all about the scale up.
Yes.
Right. What we're talking about? So emails. If you guys can drop your emails.
Send us a message.
DM us in any of it. Right. If you're on Facebook. Or if you're on Instagram, you could the Facebook Messenger or DM us on Instagram
at the Branding Geeks.
And we'll get your email. We'll send you this, and then as we do these lives, even if you never make it to a future live, we can still drop the content for you.
Yes,
make your life easy. So thanks for that, G Wayne.
Yes. Are there any other questions about tonight, about any of the tools we mentioned tonight, or any other just general branding?
Yeah, because Zelle wasn't mentioned. I'm glad. Thank you for bringing that up, Earl. And then. Listen, this is
Square is good for business too.
Yes. Square. We could go in on them. There's another one. I think G Wayne has one he used. He can drop that name here. But the key is to find something that's simple for you. We wanted to go with PayPal because it's the most recognized one. But Square Up is really good. We've used it to help clients set up their pop-up stores.
When it's in person.
Yeah, they were one of the first ones to have that little swipe that you put on your phone.
Right.
So yeah, they're really solid. But yeah, any other questions? Because this is a chance for Wave. Wave is the one. Thank you, Wayne. Wave is just like PayPal, it's just an alternative. So. Whatever fits your fancy, just get that money, man.
Clover too, I haven't heard of that one.
I think I heard of Clover. I did hear of Clover. They have to set up those what do you call it, machines, the little fancy looking ones where you swipe your card and you sign on it.
Oh, the white one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have some of those.
Gotcha.
So,
okay.
But yeah, I was gonna say since we are, forced to be at home now, right? This is a chance to really grow POS system. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
This is a chance to really grow your business, right? So we thought it would be, we always have a discussion about what we're going to talk about. We thought this was a great topic to come on and just talk about the tools. Because if you can get the right tools, you can really capitalize in this time. So thank you. Any other questions though? We really want to kind of pause a little bit. I know we wait like 2 minutes, like, all right, no questions, gotta go.
Right.
We want to pause.
We know sometimes like the stream is like delayed, so even though we're asking in real time our question, it might come like a minute later, or not even a minute, probably 30 seconds later.
Yeah. So if y'all have any questions.
Thank you, fam, for that.
Thank you for all the family on here, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate y'all's support.
Yes, thank you all so much for joining our live tonight. And I could just wrap it up just in case, if somebody's typing their question. You can make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram. We're at The Branding Geeks. You can go ahead and check out our website, www.thebrandinggeeks.com. You can hit us up on there. If you have any branding questions, feel free to ask us, DM us, Facebook message us. We'll be happy to answer all your questions. Or if you want to set up a free 30-minute consultation with us as well, we can send you the link to do that as well.
Yeah.
Catch me up. What questions are we asking? Oh, we were asking, we went through a list of tools that can make you be like productive at home for your business. Mm-hmm. And we did a list. Briefly, you want to quickly say it again?
Yeah. So you got, you have Slack for messaging. You got Canva for designs. You have Asana for productivity. PayPal for receiving payments.
Right.
GoDaddy for getting your domain and for hosting your website. WordPress for building your website. Mm-hmm. G Suite for setting up your business email. And also having an online drive for storing all of your business files. Pandocs for sending, for sending contracts to get signed, okay, and Rock Your Lawyer for actually getting entry-level professional contracts so that you can have legally binding contracts with your clients if you're providing services. And then
Right.
Zoom for virtual calls, right? So it's Zoom. Zoom is like your, it's like Slack. I'm about to say Slack. It's like Skype,
Yeah,
right?
Skype,
But it's just
yeah.
a newer version and it's more easier to use.
Yeah.
But definitely, was it what is that?
OBGYN.
OBGYN.
Boy,
Just drop
prep
your,
coach.
DM us your email address and we'll send the whole list with the links.
Yes.
for you.
And Tanya asked, is it pandoc.org? Checking out the site now. I want to be sure I'm looking at the right page.
It should be pandocs.com. It might be with an S. I would grab my phone, but my phone's over here.
We're using our devices right now.
But Tanya, please send us your email.
Yes,
it'd be a
we'll
good
send
way
you
for
the
us to
correct one just to let you know.
Catch up with you.
And then
and
Bree
everything.
says post tomorrow on your account as well. We'll be sure to do that, Bree. Thank you.
Yes.
We got you.
But definitely be a great way for you all to drop your email so we can keep you posted on
Right.
future content. You know,
Yes.
there's some stuff we might just want to shoot straight to you and not do a live on. So,
Yes. Oh,
Cool.
thank you so much.
any other questions?
Yes.
Questions?
Thank you all so much for the questions, feedback, and everything. Like Clee said, we'll go ahead and, if you send us your emails, we'll go ahead and get this information out to you as well. We'll be posting it as well. With that being said, thank you all so much for joining us tonight.
Go check out our dance,
Yes.
So our daughter,
Oh yeah,
down.
go check out. We said it at the beginning. I know some of you all can't. Where's my newsletter? What newsletter? What newsletter are you talking about, Sabrina?
We didn't say we're gonna get the people a newsletter yet.
Yes, we did not say that. Okay.
Coming, a newsletter coming. It's coming.
But yeah, we did something fun last night. Us and our two kids, Aiden and Paris, we did a TikTok video. So go ahead on our Facebook
Relevant.
or Instagram page. Check out our TikTok. Go ahead and comment
Hey.
under it and let us know how you like it.
Yes, we had to talk. You see, she wore her crown. She didn't want to do it unless she wore her crown. So
Yeah.
when you watch the video, you know what we're talking about.
It was fun though.
Yeah, good times, good times.
So thank you all again. Hope you all have a better than ever night.
Always
Stay
a pleasure.
safe, stay healthy,
Yeah,
praying
stay
for
out of
you all and your fams. We
Stay-
got this.
Stay out of these streets. Don't get in a fight at these grocery stores.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
Let's have some class.
if they give you a curfew, please don't get hemmed up. I want to see any of y'all on the news because y'all here trying to get some tissue because you think they got a new truck in late at night. Okay.
Oh gosh.
I'm just saying, they're trying to look out for y'all.
Yeah, Uncle said, dance up no.
Whatever.
Yeah, there's some TikTok ones where you can do talking ones, so you don't
Yeah.
have to specifically dance. But
Oh, why don't you do one with the kids, huh? That'd be funny.
That
Do
would be
one
a
with the
funny one.
kids. I want to see you.
it's for the kids, right? It's for the kids.
Please do it. I think that'd be funny. Yeah.
It's for the
Anyway.
kids.
All right, y'all.
Anyhow, thank y'all so much again for joining us. Hope to see you all next week. In the meantime, we hope you have a better than ever night.
All right.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye-bye.